The 6 most talked about controversies surrounding the 2026 Ford Bronco, broken down so you can see exactly what's fueling the arguments among owners and fans. This iconic off-roader has always sparked debate since its comeback, and the latest model year is pushing things even further. Let's get into it. Number 6, styling updates. The Bronco's boxy throwback design has been a love it or hate it thing since the 2021 relaunch, and the 2026 tweaks are amplifying those opinions. Ford hasn't gone for a full redesign, but they've added new colors like Avalanche Gray and Wimbledon White, while dropping Azure Gray, Eruption Green, and Robin's Egg Blue. Heritage editions now get Marsh Gray and Oxford White options, with Velocity Blue and Desert Sand expanding availability. Up front, there's a slightly revised grille on some trims with warmer alloy finishes, and A-pillar grab handles are now standard across the board for better ingress during off-road adventures. Body color accents on fenders, mirrors, and the tailgate offer more personalization, and the Sasquatch wheels are renamed matte black alloys. These changes aim to modernize the look while keeping the rugged edge, improving aerodynamics slightly for better highway manners. Yet, purists argue it's drifting from the pure retro appeal that drew them in, making it feel more like a contemporary SUV than a true successor to the classic. On the flip side, the updates align with current trends like integrated LED lights and tech-friendly features, which help it compete in a market-demanding refinement. The debate boils down to evolution versus preservation. Should the Bronco stay frozen in its heritage or adapt to meet emissions regs and buyer expectations? For those who bought in for the unapologetic old-school vibe, these shifts feel like a slow erosion, but they do enhance daily usability without sacrificing too much character. Number 5, the 60th Anniversary Edition. Ford is marking a big milestone with this package on the Outer Banks trim, blending nods to the past with some fresh touches that have people split. It comes standard with the Sasquatch kit for serious off-road capability, including 35-inch Goodyear Territory RT tires on 17-inch gravity gray wheels, plus running boards that span the wheelbase for easier access. The look draws from the 1966 original, with options like Wimbledon white paint paired with a matching hardtop and ruby red accents on badges, grille lettering, and side graphics featuring a bucking Bronco and 60 logo. Inside, you'll find leather-trimmed seats in ebony and alpine white with red stitching, a heated steering wheel, and special floor mats. Power comes from either the 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder at 300 horsepower or the optional 2.7-liter EcoBoost at 330 horsepower, both mated to a 10-speed automatic. But the real divide comes from what's missing under the hood. Enthusiasts were hoping for a performance boost to celebrate the anniversary, maybe even that elusive V8 to challenge the Jeep Wrangler's 392 Hemi, which packs 470 horsepower. Instead, it's mostly aesthetic upgrades without any mechanical tweaks, starting around $64,865. This has left some feeling like Ford focused too much on style over substance, especially since the original Bronco was all about raw capability. Critics say it's a cash grab on nostalgia, while supporters appreciate how it honors the heritage without overcomplicating things. Either way, it's limited production, so if you're into the retro vibe, it might be worth grabbing before they're gone. Number 4, hard top design. One of the Bronco's standout features is its modular roof, meant to deliver that open-air thrill like the Wrangler, but practical headaches are turning it into a major pain point. The removable panels are heavy and bulky, often needing 2 people to handle safely, and storage is a nightmare for folks without extra space. Leaks during rain, excessive wind noise at highway speeds, and poor insulation leading to cabin temperature swings remain common complaints, even in 2026 models with no significant fixes announced. When you take the top off, the exposed edges and structure can make it look rough around the edges, lacking the polished finish of competitors. Ford offers options like the dual top package on more trims now, including soft and hard combinations, but the core issues persist. Owners report creaks and rattles over time, and while the marine-grade vinyl interiors help with durability, the overall execution falls short for a vehicle priced from $42,490. This contrasts with the Jeep, where the top removal feels more seamless and the vehicle maintains a cleaner aesthetic topless. The controversy highlights Ford's challenge in balancing modularity with real-world livability. It's great for occasional adventures, but for daily drivers, these flaws add up to frustration. Some aftermarket solutions exist, like lighter carbon fiber tops, but they cost extra and void warranties. In the end, it's a feature that sells the dream but often delivers headaches. Number 3, complex trim-level organization. Sorting through the Bronco's lineup feels like decoding a puzzle, and the 2026 adjustments aren't simplifying things much. You've got Base, Big Bend, Outer Banks, Badlands, Heritage Edition, Strop Edition, and Raptor, now with the added 60th anniversary variant on Outer Banks. The Strop is 4-door only this year, dropping the 2-door option, while Badlands makes the front stabilizer bar disconnect optional instead of standard, which shifts capabilities depending on how you spec it. Each trim has unique off-road gear. Base starts basic with the 2.3-liter engine and manual transmission available. Big Bend adds conveniences like heated seats. Outer Banks focuses on luxury with leather and adaptive cruise. Badlands amps up the ruggedness with rock rails and lockers. Heritage leans into retro styling. Strop honors Baja racing heritage with upgraded suspension, and Raptor goes all out with 418 horsepower and 37-inch tires. Then there are packages like Sasquatch, which bundles bigger tires, lockers, and high-clearance fenders, dramatically altering performance but overlapping across trims. Buyers often spend hours researching to avoid missing key features, like the advanced 4x4 system or trail cameras. Calls for a streamlined approach, maybe a simple base, adventure, and extreme setup with modular add-ons, grow louder, as the current system risks confusing newcomers. Ford defends it as offering choice, but for many it's overwhelming, especially when prices jump with each level. Number 2, pricing. The 2026 Bronco's costs are climbing, sparking backlash over whether it still delivers bang for the buck. Base 2-door starts at $42,490, a slight bump from last year, with 4 doors adding about $500 more. Big Bend is $42,990. Outer Banks, $50,085. Badlands, $50,885. Heritage, $53,620. The new 60th anniversary, around $64,865. Strop, $71,990. And Raptor topping out at $81,990 before options. The Sasquatch package alone tacks on $5,000 to $8,000 depending on trim, pushing many builds into luxury territory. Inflation plays a role, but critics point out competitors like the Toyota 4Runner at $40,000 base or Jeep Wrangler starting around $32,000 offer similar off-road prowess at lower entry points. Fully loaded Broncos can hit 6 figures, alienating the working-class fans who see it as straying from affordable adventure routes. The Anniversary Edition's premium for mostly cosmetic bits reinforces this with no power upgrades to justify the hike. Ford argues the value comes from standard tech like the 12-inch touchscreen GOAT, modes, and safety features, but as prices rise, the equation tilts toward questioning if it's worth it over alternatives. Number 1. Engine choice. Powertrain debates rage hottest for the 2026 Bronco with no V8 in sight, despite endless rumors. Options stick to turbo EcoBoosts, the 2.3-liter 4-cylinder at 300 horsepower and 325 pound-feet, the 2.7-liter V6 at 330 horsepower and 415 pound-feet, and Raptor's 3.0-liter Phi 6 at 418 horsepower and 440 pound-feet. These deliver strong torque for trails and better efficiency, up to 20 miles per gallon combined on some configs. But purists crave the naturally aspirated V8's rumble and heritage like Jeep's 6.4-liter Hemi. Ford's Mustang gets a 5.0-liter V8, highlighting the inconsistency. Defenders praise the turbo's low-end punch and lower emissions, but the emotional pull of V8 sound and simplicity wins out for many. The issue grows as rivals invest in V8s. GM's prepping a Gen 6 small block for 2027 Silverado with 5.7-liter and 6.6-liter options, promising 4 to 6% better efficiency and more power, underscoring Ford's potential gap. Whether Ford honors the Bronco's muscle legacy or sticks to modern efficiency remains the core tension. If you're into off-road insights, hit subscribe for more breakdowns like this.